What's going on, everyone? Austin John Please here, and today I'm going to be going over my advice and tips for you to defeat Boss Rush mode, or the Lightning Round, in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. When you're playing the game and you make your way over to Lanayru the dragon, not Lanayru the region, and you resurrect him and he's super happy, and then you heal him and everything else like that, he's going to be enabling the Lightning Round. The Lightning Round is essentially a boss rush with a whole bunch of neat rewards, mainly these. Of this, the only thing I really care about is at 4, you get a piece of heart, at 8, you get the Hylian Shield, and at 12, well, you win. Now, it should be noted, while Lightning Round is 12 rounds in total, if you play in the regular mode of the game, you can only do 11 battles. You would need to play in hero mode in order to do the full 12 of 12, because after you defeat the last boss of the game, you can either go back to the previous save or start again in hero mode. So I am going to be covering the method of, while playing in basic mode, doing all 11 of 12 rounds and going over, you know, your heart strategy and where hearts are going to be located. If you are playing in hero mode and you're going 12 for 12, well, these strategies are still going to work, just hearts are going to be a lot more scarce. In addition, I'm not going to be going over how to defeat the final boss in this video, but it's pretty simple. As you're going to see right here, even after I clear the entire game, I get the option if I would like to start again in hero mode. And you can see right here, when speaking to Lanayru, I only have the options of going between these 3 different final bosses. However, if you are playing in hero mode, you are going to have the option of all 4 of the bosses. As far as prep, you're not allowed to bring anything in with you, meaning every single thing on here is going to be inaccessible. That includes the 2 life medals. So if you have 20 hearts in full, you can only utilize 18 of them. In addition to that, if you have any bomb bag upgrades or any sort of item upgrades like that, they are going to be null. It should be noted that the amount of items that you're entering with, as in 20 arrows, 10 bombs, that will carry over, so it's important to be all stocked up beforehand. There is one very helpful trick that you can do for this, and that is if you take a Guardian Potion Plus with the Potion Metal effect on, you are going to be invincible for a certain amount of time. Now, this is battle time, not game time. So the amount of time that you're actually in action, attacking enemies and things like that, that is the time that's going to be counted down. In addition to that, whatever shield is on your back is the shield that you're going to be entering with. I'm going ahead and take the Guardian Potion Plus. Now, if we immediately speak with the Lanayru, you have your option on the first battle that you would like to do. And there are some battles that it's very easy to recover hearts on. For example, Ghirahim I has pots around the room. I think there's 8 in total that will have hearts as long as you're not playing on hero mode. The Imprisoned, all 3 of the battles has hearts everywhere. In addition, when you cut his toes, sometimes you get hearts there. When fighting Scaldera at the very top area, there's some heart plants up there. And Koloktos, if you lure him over to the large pillars when he has the swords going on and he cuts them down, a heart will pop out, or you could use your own sword that you grab from him to knock down the pillars for a heart. I think there's 8 pillars in total. And as far as the later on area, the Bokoblin Horde, so many hearts drop there. So hopefully you come across that later on when you're ready to go. As silly as it sounds, the battle that I have trouble with the most losing hearts would actually be Ghirahim. For no reason other than I try to rush through it, even though I know I don't supposed to, and I am going to be going over strategies on how to defeat all of the bosses as safely as possible. Not as quickly as possible. If you want to find some speed runs, I guarantee you're going to find some speed runs from the Wii version that they're taking out bosses in 8 seconds or less. In addition, there are going to be timestamps down below for all the bosses in order. So if there's a specific boss that you're coming across and you need help defeating it, well, that would be definitely the place to look. Now, I'm going to start hopping in here. This is going to be my 4th battle, and it is Ghirahim I. Just wave your sword back and forth, wait for him to stop following it. So I know that this boss can be defeated in like 9 seconds, some ridiculous time like that. And I kind of want to learn that speedrun strategy. Also, I'm getting all the bosses with all the hearts right up front. Now he's going to back away, tongue stuff, whip out his swords. Sorry, single sword on Ghirahim I. Sometimes he'll teleport and he has his sword up. If you hit him in any direction other than where his sword is, you can get some hits in. If he teleports and rushes at you, just be sure to deflect. Like right there. Perfect. Ooh, that's even my fastest time. And it's a shame because That was my 4th battle, and there's pots everywhere. Just wave your sword back and forth. Wait for him to stop following it. For this boss, it's very important that you shield those guys. If you wave your sword around, eventually he'll stop following you. If you notice that it's going too long, at the beginning of the battle, and at certain points, he has like an extremely long counter. But if you start breaking away, but after he grabs your sword a few times, he'll have a much shorter counter on the amount of times that his hands will bob back and forth. There we go. This is all of phase 1. Keep close. You don't want to move far away. You just want to circle around. You're not going to let go, are you? Really, he needed just one more hit? Phase 2 of the battle, he's going to hop away and draw his swords out very cautiously. You want to make sure that anytime before he winds up for his sword dash, you're ready to get him. I don't know why the spin attack didn't work right there. When he hops up, he's going to jump down and try to hit you. Now's a great time to get a whole bunch of hits in. Sometimes when you're close to him, you're going to have the opportunity to swipe at him just like that. He started with the left sword up and then the right sword up. That would have been the time that I would do a vertical slice, and it's my fault for going too fast on there. And lucky for me, I took my potion, so you know, I didn't lose any hearts. For me, this was battle number 11. For Ghirahim, you want to make sure you have your shield ready. Anytime that he goes for an attack, make sure to shield. When he's over to the edge, perform a fatal blow. You have to do it pretty fast, so make sure that you're by the edge yourself. I'm going to recommend left, right, so on and so forth. Usually after 4 to 6 hits, he then goes for a roundhouse kick. And now, he's going to hold up some purple fists, and when he does, make sure to not hit them. Instead, you want to go in opposing directions, as in where there's going to be a gap. Left, right, right. He's gonna do a roundhouse kick. I blocked it. And now I'm gonna go slower. And after 3 times, he's gonna fall down. Fatal blow. 49 seconds for phase 1, not bad at all. Phase 2, for me, is just hit or miss, because you need to keep your distance and wait for him to do the big red swipey thing. Okay? I'm gonna just run away from him to get some more distance. You want to counter on the same direction that he is swinging his sword. Get up close, and you need to stab him in the center of his chest. Then run away. If you hit it in a direction other than the way that the red is facing, you are going to lose it. Thank you. From what I've seen, they are only vertical or horizontal. I've never seen any diagonal. And with enough stabs, we're now on to phase 3, where he takes his sword and then he goes to a much larger sword. For this, you want to stay close, get your shield ready, and when he starts holding his sword up and using it like a shield, you have to hit it in the appropriate directions to chip away at it. Take your time. No, stab. So take your time, calibrate your Joy-Cons, hope that they're not drifting, and with enough hits, you should be good. During my run, this is personally my second, and unfortunately, this is one that I know that I can clear with no damage whatsoever. I'm going to drop down a bomb, he's going to get hit, I'm going to run to the bottom. We're gonna throw a bomb into his mouth. You could be right in front of him during that. I accidentally threw another bomb down. I didn't mean to. During this, when he's full of fire and sparks, he's invincible. You cannot do any damage. Throw down a bomb. Chase him down to the bottom of the hill. Get real close. He's gonna chew it up. and attack that eye. The eye is sometimes higher than you think it is, and it's important to actually do a vertical slice. Because you fought this boss so early, he is going to be defeated so quickly. At the top of the hill, you have hearts and bombs, so if you need to recover any of those things, go for it. This was my 6th battle, and I learned recently that you can actually shield deflect when the arms go for you, and oh, no, that's not it. If you do a shield parry at the exact right time, you can actually cause the... If you do a shield parry at the right time, you can actually have the claw get numb, and then it's a big wide open target for you. Does not work with the back stinger though. Oh, I got 2 hits off there. Nice. Make sure to stab the eye, take out your gust bellows, uncover it from the ground, keep your distance. Also, when you're below its height, then it's not going to be able to hit you with the stinger during that attack. Again, uncover it, keep your distance. And then it usually, I think, only needs 4 stabs. Yep, 4 stabs. Unlike your first time fighting, you're not going to have the tiny little scorpion enemies that you can defeat for hearts, so there's no recovery on that level. Boss number 7, and I have, it looks like Imprisoned I here. Yep. I could tell by how fast those toes went down. With some fast times on the toes, and attacking all of 1 foot, and then after the 1 foot is done, you want to attack all of the other foot while it's lifting up. You should be able to get your first 3 hits in very quickly. I'm actually going to not run for that heart because I know that there's going to be hearts for me at the top. And I'm actually going to go up 2 floors right now. And then I'm going to run back toward him. And with proper and cautious timing, you can hop directly onto him and get 3 strikes without even dealing with the toes. He's then going to flop down to the floor. I'm going to use the minus button to see where I am in reference to the temple, because I want to run up to the temple and grab 3 of the hearts from up there. There are hearts all over the board, but I just want to grab these ones up here. Plus, I know that I only need to go down 1 floor, pretty much exactly where I am. And with us being up at the top, we can do the same hop down method again. However, you're going to see he's very close to the edge. So I didn't want to actually jump toward him, I just wanted to fall. So that would be not sprinting toward the edge. And that's actually my best time, and I got recovery hearts, so neato. For me, this is battle number 10, and this is Imprisoned II. You can try to go for the toes and get some hits on the toes before he climbs up. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna hit the front of his feet. I wanna try to get both feet if possible, and then I'm gonna switch to Groose, and I'm gonna pop him off with a bomb. Now he's going to fall back down. Get as many hits on the toes as you can. With the front of the toes defeated, he should be very easy to defeat. He's then going to fall down, and because he has his arms, he's much harder to run around. So you may need to go up or down 1 floor in order to actually reach his head. If you end up going down a floor, be careful with your stamina meter. After he pushes the spike out of his head, you can then use Groose again to get some damage on him. And what I'm going to recommend you do here, run to a wind tunnel. I think you can actually destroy his toes, his fingers, in order to get some extra recovery hearts. I know Groose is yelling at me, and that's fine, but I want to be in front of him. I want to then use Groose to hit him with a bomb. It's very important that you do not miss these bombs, so if you need to take a little bit more time or reset your gyro, it's well worth it. Now that I'm directly above him, I can just hop straight down. If you do not use Groose, you are going to be knocked off. You have a limited amount of time before he starts bucking you off on his own, and this was our 2nd series of hits. From here, he's going to do the snake thing again. I'm going to recommend that you go up 2 floors. Great time to grab some hearts if needed. When he's done slithering, he should be right about where my feet are. Groose is all ready to go. I'm going to wait until he stands upright. Switch over to Groose. Oh, this was a nice close hit. Just what I like to see. From here, we look straight down. Oh, I'm right above him, but it wasn't one that I wanted to leap at. I just wanted to kind of fall off. 3 hits, and he's defeated. This is battle number 9 for me, and this is Imprisoned III. Okay. Imprisoned III actually usually tends to be an easier one for me. I'm gonna go to a air column right next to me. I'm gonna use Groose to shoot a bomb at him to stop him moving. And just like Imprisoned I, I want to jump on top of his head, but the bomb is necessary to stop him from bucking you off. You only have a very limited amount of time between when you hit him with the bomb and when he recovers and will buck you off, and it can be after 2 hits, so just be careful. Now when he goes to float, Groose is already going to be restocked. Switch over to Groose. Pop him off. He's going to then fall down to the very, very middle of the sealed grounds. Try to assess if you're going to be at the head or the feet. Chances are you are going to be closer to the head than the feet if you got the first hit off well, and nope, that's his feet. So we're going to run up to the top, and we're going to drive 3 hits in the old-fashioned way. Now Groose is not going to have any bombs left, and you need to race yourself up to the top. Press Y immediately to see which direction the sealed temple is, because you do not want to run in the wrong direction, that's for sure. The imprisoned battles are a very easy way to lose after you're on such a good streak. There's some hearts here if you need to recover. Once you're at the top, we're going to hop right in. Groose is then going to shoot us over to the head. Do not miss. Perfect timing. 3 strikes in, and we're done. That was 4 seconds slower than my previous time. Again, like the other imprisoned battles, there are many hearts everywhere on the level. Alright, now it's going to be time for Koloktos. Approach him. Run away. You have plenty of time to sprint there and back, so you actually don't need to take your whip out and hold it there. Instead, you want to tempt him, run far away, run close, and now you want to get real close to him, whip out your sword, and start attacking his midsection. Now that you have the fully upgraded Master Sword, only after a few hits, he's going to then defend himself. For this, I'm going to backflip away, or just rush away. I forgot that that one spun to the right. Sorry about that. There we go. Take the whip, pull the arm away. It's really a shame that I'm doing this battle this early, because this is one of the longer ones, and it has recovery hearts. And now that I tore 2 arms away, we're going to attack his midsection. Because you do so much damage with the Master Sword, you only need to go through the first phase 2 times with hitting his midsection twice. As soon as he stands upright, you want to get close to him. He's going to throw 3 arms down, take the whip out, try to grab as many arms as you can. Although it doesn't matter too much because you're just going to grab his sword and come at him with a... Ow. Come at him with a horizontal slice, and that's going to drop his feet, and then you want to Z-target his midsection, and that's going to be a whole bunch of damage right in the middle. I've done that first rush at him so many times, I don't know why this time I actually took damage. He's going to do a big sword swing. Again, if you need some hearts, you want to lure him toward one of these pillars. After he destroys one, run to the next, so on and so forth. After he's done swinging, you then want to go and grab the hearts. He's going to resurrect some Bokoblins. 1 swipe each and they're down. Get close. He's going to do a sword swipe again. Again, remove his arms with the whip. Grab one of his sword pieces. Oh! I was not expecting that from him. There we go. And once he's on the ground, he is going to be taking good damage from this. Once again, he's going to be swinging his swords everywhere. It's also a good way to gauge how far away he is. He's going to be resurrecting more Bokoblins. Focus on him. Run away so you don't get hit with the swords. Watch out to make sure he's not going to do a sword swing at you. Once he's done with the 1-arm sword swing, we're going to get in there and we're going to do horizontal slices. all along the horizon. And after a few hits, he's down. Now, while I do sometimes get hit on that battle, I usually always get hearts back. This is my 5th battle, and I usually clear this one with no damage. Okay. When fighting Mike Wazowski, you want to remain Goddess Strike the entire time walking through here. You want to do horizontal slashes at these tentacles, and then once the horizontal slashes stop, Sacred Bow, aim it forward where you know the eye is going to be. You don't need to do a full pullback. In addition, there is a hand gesture that you can do with your left Joy-Con in order to pull it back further. It's just not a hand gesture that I like doing during this battle. I'm also doing very poor. Normally I get him on the first bow. There we go. You want to stand right up to the edge. Oh, my Guardian Potion's about to run out. Okay, with enough tentacles damaged, we're going to aim to the side of the boat. Perfect. Nice first shot. Get up to the edge. Unfortunately, if you hit him a bunch of times, it doesn't matter that you have, a much better sword now. Instead, there are going to be 3 parts of this first phase. Well, at least 3 parts. We want to aim straight ahead once again. Perfect. First hit. After enough hits, we're going to transition to phase 2. Run to the back of the ship. Watch out for the barrels. As soon as it appears at the back of the ship, we're going to take out our bow and arrow. And we're going to run up. And with good timing, you're going to be able to get a whole bunch of hits in right now. Now we're going to run to the end of this level. And we're going to face directly at our boss. Whip out your sword and start chopping left and right. Just back and forth the whole time. Don't stop. And when it's done with this Medusa mode, it may drop some arrows. But regardless, you're going to pop it right in the eye once again. Run up to the front. And this should be the end of the battle. I finished about 1.5 seconds after my last time. So yeah, that's my strategy down to OT. This is my 8th battle, and it's the Bokoblin Horde. If you just beat the game, you probably remember doing this. And you don't need to defeat all of the Bokoblins. Instead, only when they gang up on you do you actually need to swing your sword at them, like right here. You always want to find the path of least resistance, grab the stamina fruits, and make your way to the end. When you make your way to the end, Ghirahim is going to put up a fence, and then he's going to spawn in specific enemies that you have to defeat. These are going to be 5 Bokoblin captains. The problem is these Bokoblin captains are going to run to the back. So, the faster you defeat the horde, the faster you can start making your way through. One got a cheap shot on me. I got a heart though, so we're good. See, they made their way to the back. With all of them defeated, the gate goes down, and we can continue. These are kamikaze bokoblins. They will take these bombs, and they will rush directly at you. They will throw it, even if it means damaging themselves. It also means that if you hit them with your sword, you will blow up. Now he's going to spawn in a few moblins. These are wooden moblins, but I recommend just making your way away from them right now, because these bombs are going to explode. These moblins have a wooden shield, so they're very easy to destroy the shield of. In addition, you just kind of swipe at their tummy. Oh. And you only have to defeat the moblins. You don't have to defeat all the bokoblins. These are archers. Typically, they have really good aim, surprisingly. Again, find the path of least resistance. And generally, you just want to aim for the stamina fruits as you go through. My thumb is actually sliding really, really high on the Joy-Con right now. So I'm hoping to make it there before my thumb falls off. Thank you. Now we're gonna have a blue captain, and he's usually runs into the fence. Ow, I hit a bomb. So you want to make yourself between him and the fence. It's also very fast. But when there's, ow, none left of the horde, he's gonna come in. I think he's technically a Bokoblin pirate. Or a captain pirate, or something like that. Because I'm a little low on hearts, I'm gonna see if I defeat these guys, if they're gonna drop any for me. Oh, they did. These are just gonna be large hordes, and then the kamikaze ones show up. Down here at the next gate, there's gonna be 2 Stalfos. Stalfos are weakest when you hit them with your shield. And when you do, their arms will fall down, and they are defeated. Again, after the Stalfos are defeated, you can continue on. If you need more hearts, feel free to hit the Bokoblins. There's now going to be a couple of wooden shield moblins on our left. Zigzag your way through the archers. One got a hit on me. And I ran out of stamina because I wasn't paying attention, and they got another hit on me. Making our way into the bottom, Ghirahim is going to make a small fence around himself. And there's going to be a whole bunch of Bokoblins. Chances are 1 or 2 are going to get a cheap shot on you. So just swing horizontal left and right. Make your way through the crowd. Readjust your Z targeting as necessary. Pick up the hearts when they fall. And you should be able to finish the battle with no hearts lost. Well, there you go, guys. That is my advice for defeating all the bosses as safely as possible in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. For me, this took about 37 minutes to defeat all 11 bosses to get 3,000 rupees. So if you're doing this for rupee farming at the end of the game, which I don't know why you would, I don't recommend it. Instead, Fun Island is a lot faster. Although, you do only have to do this, what, 2-3 times and it's guaranteed, so 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.